Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the New Mexico Lobos, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Lobos will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Air Force's offense will take the field first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Falcons getting set on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run the option. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown assignment. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. So New Mexico's offense will get the ball for the first time. And, David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Sends it back in motion. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
He'll ride his man on the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And the Falcons are marching down the field. The option look. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time.
Oh, he's got some space. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
I don't think the defense was expecting an outside run there. Offensively, they go with the toss play, and the running back's able to get to the outside and downfield. It was too late before the defense was able to tackle him out of bounds.
On the option. Now the toss. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force! Great job by the back on the option.
You got to be so disciplined when you play the option. You got to keep your eyes on your guy. They lost track of the pitch man. The quarterback pitches it to him. He takes it in the house. You got to be a little bit more sound on defense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to BYU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it. This one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got enough for the first. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Lobos will have it 1st and 10. They've been running it, but now the pass. Wide open downfield. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here, and we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So first down here as they go back to work. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Hauls it in. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Lobos! The extra point here would tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go to the toss. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run the read to the left on first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He might want another play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in. It's Rasmussen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a 4th and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
Has to get there to move the sticks. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the offense falls on the ball, but they'll still have to give it up. They're short of the first down. The Falcons are on the move. Here we go. On the option. Quick toss. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
And the Falcons pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Fighting off the defender.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Falcons will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run the counter. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end. And he
breaks into the open. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Looking to throw on first down. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the back. They just keep firing. Catch in the middle, it's back. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. And the Lobos will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. The throw to the outside is complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, New Mexico.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They want to throw it. Looking for a huge play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Falcons will send out the punt unit. He'll take it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Here's the handoff. Makes one man miss. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Looking deep down the right side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Colorado Springs.
The Falcons will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did. The quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built.
There he goes. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
They go to the ground. Got room at the 35. There he goes. Touchdown, Lobos. Once he got some room, it was over.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Air Force 7.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
And the Falcons are in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Running into the open space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Falcons have this offense rolling. Leaves it with the back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
The short hands. It's Lindsey. And they're able to get him on the ground. And the Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Gets the back moving. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
He's tackled at the 24-yard line. 4th down coming up.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. With the catch, it's back. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Off play action. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Man, how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, 3rd and long as a pass rusher, going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
The Lobos will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Crosses the 40. At the 45 on his way. Turning it on. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a 1st down for this offense. The Falcons, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll send the back in motion. Going to the ground. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Gives it on the option. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. They'll try the outside to the left. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Falcons headed quickly to the line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Falcons! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
The receiver. He's tackled at the 36. Good enough for 1st down.
That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
21, Air Force, 14.
They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
They try to pop a run on the draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. So you've come up big. You've forced a 3rd down. One more big stop. Now I can get him to punt the football, give my offense a chance to go down the field and to score some points.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Lobos are flying down the field. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. They're setting up the screen. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He'll keep it on the sneak. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over a football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
He's in open space downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Falcons will hustle to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Give to the running back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Halfway there on first down and 2nd and 5. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Sends it back in motion. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Falcons kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Rides to back and leaves it. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Falcons can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And I think this offense ran the football knowing it's in fourth down territory. It's fourth and short. It's go time, almost near midfield. To me, this is green light. I got to stay aggressive. I'm losing, but the situation favors me in fourth and short.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. Here comes the biggest drive for the defense, desperate to get a stop. The give as they work on that clock. Gets it past the marker. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Lobos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. Got the first down and more.
And how about this offense? What are you thinking as a defense right now? I'm thinking pass, bringing in guys, making sure I stay deep, playing for the pass, and they run the run right at him. Kind of catch him off guard, get the big yardage, big play, first down for this offense.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Inside the 25. Continues to fight for yards. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
And that's another nice play for this offense. Man, how about this offense putting together a drive when they had to have it? They got to have points late in this football game, and they're executing great.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, it looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts